Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking into something really fundamental for aviation safety. Modern planes are incredible feats of engineering, right? Layers upon layers of backup systems. But what about that really extreme scenario, the one you hope never happens, where an aircraft loses all its main power mid-flight, no engines, no APU, just, well, silence up there. How do they keep control? The answer, amazingly, often comes down to a small device called the Ram Air Turbine, the RAT.
Yeah, the RAT. It sounds small, but its job is huge.
Right, sort of an unsung hero.
Definitely. See, normally you've got the engines providing electricity, hydraulic power, or the APU, the auxiliary power unit, doing that job maybe on the ground or as a backup.
Okay.
But if, and it's a big if, both your engines fail and your APU isn't available, I mean, that's a serious multiple failure situation.
A really bad day.
A really bad day. And that's precisely when the RAT is designed to step in.
So how does it actually work? How does it deploy, especially under those kinds of, extreme stress conditions?
Well, the beauty of it is its independence. It doesn't rely on the engines or the APU. When the aircraft systems detect that total loss of power, or sometimes the pilots can deploy it manually, it just drops out of the fuselage.
Pops out.
Yeah, pops out is a good way to put it. It looks like a small propeller or maybe like a tiny windmill. And as the plane is still moving through the air, even gliding, that rushing air spins the turbine blades.
Okay, using the plane's own forward motion. Clever.
Exactly. That spinning motion generates power. Not a lot, but enough. It creates crucial hydraulic pressure and some electrical power.
Right, so we're not talking about powering the lights or the movie screens here, I guess.
Oh, definitely not. No, this is purely about survival. It powers the absolute essentials.
Which are?
Things like your primary flight displays so the pilots can see what the plane is doing, basic communication radios, and critically, enough hydraulic pressure to actually move the control surfaces.
Like the rudder, the elevators.
Yeah.
The things you need to steer.
Precisely. Without that hydraulic pressure, moving those surfaces is incredibly difficult, if not impossible in some aircraft. The RAT gives pilots back that basic control.
So it allows them to essentially fly and land the plane,
Ah.
even with no main engine power. A dead stick landing, is that the term?
That's the idea. It provides the bare minimum needed to maintain control, navigate, communicate, and hopefully glide to a safe landing. It's all about controlled flight.
It really is amazing. A system most people have never heard of, probably never seen.
And hopefully never will need.
Right. But it's there, just waiting.
Exactly. It's a perfect example of that layered safety philosophy in aviation. Redundancy upon redundancy.
It's a silent guardian, really.
It really is. It just sits there ready, and if that worst case scenario happens, it automatically swings into action to help save lives.
It's quite something, and it really makes you think, doesn't it? Well, just about all the other hidden systems out there. Not just in planes, but, everywhere. In the complex technology we rely on every day. These unseen mechanisms, these sort of silent lifesavers working away in the background.
Yeah, things we never notice until something goes wrong.
Exactly. What other hidden guardians are out there keeping things running, keeping us safe, that we just take completely for granted? Makes you wonder.